Hello everyone and welcome to the latest instalment of Magic with Ian, where I perform a trick for you once a week or show you footage of me performing a trick at an event that I've done recently. Before we do anything else, I just want to say thanks so much to everybody that's watched the last couple of videos and shared it. It really means a lot to me. Video 1, which hasn't even been uploaded for 2 weeks, has already had well over 200 views. And the second video that I did, which I put on Thursday, which was about 4 days ago at the time of recording, that's already had well over 100 views. So thank you so much for that. It means loads. If you're watching this and you haven't watched those, please click on my channel and my videos and have a look at those as well. But it's fantastic, guys. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I'm just trying to get as many views as possible and just try to get what I do out there. With that in mind, it would mean so much to me if you could please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It just lets me know that what I'm doing is working, and it would just mean a lot to me, guys, if you could subscribe and do that now. Click on the subscribe button and away you go. Wonderful. Anyway, on to the trick. It's a trick I've not performed for ages. There's a little bit of a story that comes with it, which I'll say now isn't a true story. It's about a time that I went to Vegas, and I've never been to Vegas. So take it with a pinch of salt. Hope you enjoy the trip, okay? So basically, one day, I was in Vegas, and I was walking down the street, and while I was considering which casino to go into, it was my first time in Vegas, a guy approached me. He said, "Sir," he said, "you look like you're considering going into one of the many casinos that we have to offer here in Las Vegas." So I said, "I am, yeah, I'd love to do a bit of gambling. I've never been to Vegas and it seems appropriate that, we do a bit of gambling." He said, "Well, before you go into a casino, there's a little game you can play right here, right now with me." And he got out 3 playing cards. Okay, so I said, "Well, I'm not sure really. I was going to have a look around first." He says, "Well, listen, it's up to you, but it only costs $1 to play." He says, "You win, you get $1. You lose, I get $1. What's the worst that can happen?" So I said, "Okay, explain the game to me." Alright, so he said, "Look," he says, "I've got 3 cards." He says, "The first card is an ace of clubs." Okay. He says, "The second card," he says, "that's also an ace of clubs." He says, "And the third card is the Queen of Hearts." He says, "The Queen of Hearts, that's your money card. If you can tell me where the Queen of Hearts is, you'll win $1. He says, "But if you get it wrong, I get $1. I said, "Okay, sounds okay." But as I was talking to him, I saw him take the Queen of Hearts and slip it to the bottom when he thought I wasn't looking. So I said, "I'll tell you what, I'll place my first bet now. The Queen of Hearts is the bottom card." He said, "Sorry, no, that's the ace of clubs." He said, "You played, you owe me $1. I said, "Okay, that was quicker than I thought." So he showed me. I said, "Right, well, I'll tell you what. The top card or the middle card, one of those must be the Queen of Hearts. I'm going to start with the top card." He says, "I'm sorry, the top card, that's the ace of clubs." He says, "You now owe me $2. So he said, "Well, if the top card and the bottom card are the ace of clubs, that middle card must be the Queen of Hearts." He said, "I'm sorry." He said, "It's the ace of clubs. You now owe me $3. I said, "Well, that's not right." I said, "The top, the middle and the bottom card can't be the ace of clubs." I said, "There's no Queen of Hearts." He says, "There is, it's on the bottom." He said, "You now owe me $4. So I said, "Okay, wait a sec. The Queen of Hearts is on the bottom. We've got 2 cards left, the middle and the top." I said, "The top card must be an ace of clubs." He says, "No, the top card's the Queen of Hearts." He says, "You now owe me $5. So I said, "Well, if the top and bottom cards are the Queen of Hearts, the middle one must be an ace of clubs." He says, "I'm sorry, that's also a Queen of Hearts." He says, "You now owe me $6. So I said, "Wait a sec." I said, "You've shown me 3 Queen of Hearts, 3 ace of clubs, you're using 6 cards, you're cheating." He says, "Look, I'm using 1, 2, 3 cards, and for accusing me of cheating, you now owe me $7. I said, "You know what, I'm going to quit while I'm ahead." He said, "Look, you owe me $7, he said. "I'll give you a chance to win your money back. We'll do a double or quits." He said, "If you get the next one right, that $7 is wiped out. If you get it wrong, you owe me $14. So $14 still didn't seem like too much money, so I said, "Well, I'm still not sure." He said, "Look, let me make it easy for you." He says, "The top card, that's the ace of clubs." He says, "The middle card, that's the Queen of Hearts." He says, "Double or quits, to wipe out that $7 debt, what is that middle card?" I said, "Well, if there's a clubs there and a hearts there, that must be the other ace of clubs." He says, "I'm really sorry, you now owe me $14. And that's the trick, guys. Really hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I've not performed that for ages. It's not one I've done for a while. It's a cool little trick though. All the cards can then be examined by people. They can have a look, see if they can find any hidden gimmicks or anything like that, which they can't. So it's a nice little trick. It was one I used to do in the middle of a set. So if I walked up to people, I was going to do 3 or 4 tricks. This would be one of the middle ones, and you used to get a decent reaction. Not really sure why I stopped doing it. I think I didn't like the story because it wasn't a true story, but anyway, it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you have, please let me know. And you know what, if you didn't enjoy it, let me know that as well. Always looking to get feedback. But once again, thanks so much for watching. And this is my last quick final plea before I switch the camera off, to please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel and keep sharing the videos. Thanks very much, guys. Hopefully I'll see you next week.